Put on, put on. She put on her sweater before leaving. She put on her sweater before leaving. He put on his shoes to go outside. He put on his shoes to go outside. Break up, break up. They decided to break up after 3 years together. They decided to break up after 3 years together. She broke up with her boyfriend last month. She broke up with her boyfriend last month. Wake up, wake up. I wake up at 7 a.m. every day. I wake up at 7 a.m. every day. She wakes up early to exercise. She wakes up early to exercise. Turn on, turn on. Can you turn on the lights? Can you turn on the lights? She turned on the TV to watch the news. She turned on the TV to watch the news. Turn off, turn off. Turn off the oven when you are done. Turn off the oven when you are done. He turned off the light before leaving. He turned off the light before leaving. Sit down, sit down. Please sit down and make yourself comfortable. Please sit down and make yourself comfortable. She sat down on the bench to rest. She sat down on the bench to rest. Stand up, stand up. He stood up to greet her. He stood up to greet her. Please stand up when the teacher enters. Please stand up when the teacher enters. Go out, go out. Let's go out for dinner tonight. Let's go out for dinner tonight. He likes to go out with friends on weekends. He likes to go out with friends on weekends. Come in. Come in. Come in. The door is open. Come in. The door is open. The teacher asked the student to come in. The teacher asked the student to come in. Look for. Look for. She is looking for her keys. She is looking for her keys. He spent hours looking for his lost dog. He spent hours looking for his lost dog. Get up, get up. I get up early every day. I get up early every day. She gets up as soon as her alarm rings. She gets up as soon as her alarm rings. Look out, look out. Look out for cars when crossing the street. Look out for cars when crossing the street. Look out, there is a hole in the ground. Look out, there is a hole in the ground. Find out, find out. She found out the truth about the situation. She found out the truth about the situation. I need to find out more information. I need to find out more information. Pick up, pick up. She picked up the trash from the floor. She picked up the trash from the floor. She picked up some groceries on her way home. She picked up some groceries on her way home. Hang up, hang up. He hung up the phone after the call. He hung up the phone after the call. Don't hang up, I have more to say. Don't hang up, I have more to say. Try on, try on. She tried on the dress in the store. She tried on the dress in the store. She tried on several hats before buying one. She tried on several hats before buying one. Grow up, grow up. Kids grow up so fast these days. Kids grow up so fast these days. She grew up in a small town. She grew up in a small town. Fill up, fill up. She filled up the glass with water. She filled up the glass with water. Fill up the gas tank before the trip. Fill up the gas tank before the trip. Fill out, fill out. Fill out this form, please. Fill out this form, please. He filled out the application for the job. He filled out the application for the job. Put out, put out. They put out the fire quickly. They put out the fire quickly. She put out the candle before going to bed. She put out the candle before going to bed. Look up, look up. Look up the word in the dictionary. Look up the word in the dictionary. He looked up the address online. He looked up the address online. Look into, look into. The detective is looking into the case. The detective is looking into the case. I will look into the issue and get back to you. I will look into the issue and get back to you. Look over, look over. Look over your work before submitting it. Look over your work before submitting it. She looked over the report carefully. She looked over the report carefully. Look through, look through. She looked through the binocular to see the bird. She looked through the binocular to see the bird. Look through the documents and find the invoice. Look through the documents and find the invoice. Run into, run into. I ran into an old friend at the store. I ran into an old friend at the store. He ran into some trouble on his way home. He ran into some trouble on his way home. run away, run away. The girl ran away when she heard the loud noise. The girl ran away when she heard the loud noise. The dog ran away from home. The dog ran away from home. Pass out, pass out. He passed out from the heat. He passed out from the heat. She passed out after the long race. She passed out after the long race. Pass away, pass away. His grandfather passed away last year. His grandfather passed away last year. Many people pass away from illness every year. Many people pass away from illness every year. Tear up, tear up. She tore up the letter in anger. She tore up the letter in anger. He tore up the paper into small pieces. He tore up the paper into small pieces. Blow out, blow out. Blow out the candles on the cake. Blow out the candles on the cake. The wind blew out the match. The wind blew out the match. Drop out, drop out. He dropped out of school to start working. He dropped out of school to start working. She dropped out of the race due to an injury. She dropped out of the race due to an injury. Get along, get along. They get along well with each other. They get along well with each other. She doesn't get along with her neighbors. She doesn't get along with her neighbors. Calm down, calm down. She took a deep breath to calm down. She took a deep breath to calm down. Calm down, everything is going to be fine. Calm down, everything is going to be fine. Slow down, slow down. Slow down on the curves. Slow down on the curves. She slowed down to let the car pass. She slowed down to let the car pass. Work out, work out. I work out every morning at the gym. I work out every morning at the gym. They worked out their differences. They worked out their differences. Break down, break down. The car broke down on the highway. The car broke down on the highway. She broke down in tears after the news. She broke down in tears after the news. Tidy up, tidy up. Let's tidy up the room before guests arrive. Let's tidy up the room before guests arrive. She tidied up her desk before leaving. She tidied up her desk before leaving. Run out, run out. The printer ran out of ink. The printer ran out of ink. We ran out of milk, so I need to buy more. We ran out of milk, so I need to buy more. Hold on, hold on. She held on to the railing for support. She held on to the railing for support. Hold on a minute. I will be right back. Hold on a minute. I will be right back. Carry on. Carry on. Despite the noise, she carried on reading. Despite the noise, she carried on reading. Carry on with your work while I'm gone. Carry on with your work while I'm gone. Bring up. Bring up. She brought up a new idea during the meeting. She brought up a new idea during the meeting. Don't bring up that topic again. Don't bring up that topic again. Get across. Get across. He got his message across clearly. He got his message across clearly. It's hard to get across my point to him. It's hard to get across my point to him. Jump in. Jump in. She jumped in the pool to cool off. She jumped in the pool to cool off. Jump in the car, we are late. Jump in the car, we are late. Blurt out. Blurt out. She blurted out the secret accidentally. She blurted out the secret accidentally. She couldn't help but blurt out her opinion. She couldn't help but blurt out her opinion. Get through to. Get through to. It's hard to get through to him sometimes. It is hard to get through to him sometimes. I can't get through to her on the phone. I can't get through to her on the phone. Talk over. Talk over. They talked over their problems. They talked over their problems. Let's talk over the plan before deciding. Let's talk over the plan before deciding. Talk around. Talk around. He tried to talk around the issue. He tried to talk around the issue. She talked around the subject without giving a direct answer. She talked around the subject without giving a direct answer. Shut down. Shut down. The factory shut down due to the crisis. The factory shut down due to the crisis. He shut down the computer before leaving. He shut down the computer before leaving. Make up. Make up. She made up a story to explain her absence. She made up a story to explain her absence. They made up after the argument. They made up after the argument. Set up. Set up. He set up the equipment for the presentation. He set up the equipment for the presentation. She set up the meeting for next week. She set up the meeting for next week.